Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Batman Sorry, wait, I just need to... There's something over there, just wait a sec. What does that say? Pretty cat or fanboy hat? Let's do this.
What's this? Oh my god, climbing from the bottom takes way too long. Tell everybody that I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna come back. And it's clear it's all gone, and finding what we have just feels so wrong. And nobody's gonna stop me, cause I'm never gonna come back.
I'm getting slow in my old age, Alfred.
Even you got too old to die young, not for lack of trying.
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. If we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night.
Alright guys, so we are reviewing Batman versus Superman. And as you can see by the intro, I had the choice to do something that came undone. I had the choice between either a fanboy opinion on this movie or a critic's opinion on this movie. And a fanboy opinion was going to get me a lot of praise. People would have said, you know what, good job Anthony, I'm happy you told me that this movie is good, can't wait to go see it now. Or I could have gone a different route and told you my personal opinion on the movie without being a fanboy of Batman, because I'm not a fanboy of Superman, I'm a fanboy of Batman. So I chose the critic hat. Now I can take this off. I wanted to wear it because I just woke up and my hair looks terrible, but I'm not going to wear that, I'm just going to be like this. So here we go, review of Batman vs Superman. So Batman vs Superman, basically, I don't want to spoil anything in this video. No spoilers whatsoever. But basically Batman pissed off at Superman for the acts that he did at the end of Man of Steel. He destroyed all of Metropolis. He destroyed a Wayne Tower and people in it. So now Batman wants revenge on Superman, and he's willing to do anything he can to do that. So that's basically the plot in a nutshell. Lex Luthor's doing his own thing with Kryptonite because that's what Lex Luthor does. So, okay, we should probably talk about the negatives first. I have a whole list on my phone, like it's massive. I wrote it down just as I left the cinema, so I'm like, I need these thoughts in my mind fresh. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, that's the first thing we're going to talk about. When he got cast as Lex Luthor, I was like, that sucks. And then this picture came out of him bald. And I'm like, you know what? He looks alright. That picture of him bald is bullshit. I'm just going to put that out there, it's bullshit. I don't know why they released that picture, but that was the biggest lie to all of us. He's like, oh, he's Lex Luthor, don't worry, we shaved him bald. No, more about that in the spoiler review, but that picture was ultimately a lie, and just to show us that, oh yeah, don't worry, we did Lex Luthor justice. Well, I don't think they did with this movie. Lex Luthor plays Lex Luthor's son, so basically Lex Luthor Jr., and he's a twerp. He's got everything he wants. He's a spoiled little brat, and he just wants to get at Superman for some reason. Don't know why, it's never explained, but I guess he just needs to be like his dad. I guess his motivation is never explained ever. So that's something that really annoyed me. He was a twerp, didn't like the way he was introduced. More about that in the spoiler review as well. The Ben Affleck, he was amazing as Batman, not as good as Christian Bale of course, but this was a more grittier Batman. Batman kills people in this movie, I'm just going to say that. Batman full on kills people with guns, he breaks their necks, he stabs them, he kills them. If that's going to annoy you, it definitely annoyed me. It messes with Batman's code, Batman's moral code. If that annoys you, then fair enough. But if it doesn't annoy you, well, ultimately you're not a big fan of Batman, because Batman doesn't kill. That's one thing that that Christopher Nolan did in the original Batmans, not the original Batmans, but the Christopher Nolan Batmans. Christian Bale is always like,
You gotta be kidding me.
No guns, no killing.
Where's the fun in that?
no guns, no killing. And in this movie, he flat out just kills people. He just doesn't care. And I'm like, wow, this Batman, he's been through some stuff in his time. He doesn't care about his moral code anymore. He full on kills people. So yeah, that's basically that. Superman, he is boring. Like, Henry Cavill's fine as Superman. I never thought Superman was an interesting character. I never resonated with him. I don't know, don't like Superman as a character. I think he's boring. They could have done something to make his character more interesting, but they just left him as normal Superman. Wonder Woman, I really like the way she was done in this movie. If you've seen the second trailer, you know basically all the scenes in the movie. It's a bit, I like the last scene in the movie versus Doomsday, Batman, Superman, Doomsday. I can spoil that because, it shows in the trailer, which I shouldn't have, because that was amazing to see that, and it would have been amazing to not know that. But Wonder Woman was amazing. I really like the way she's done, so hopefully we can see more of her in the Justice League. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty cool Easter eggs in this movie. Of course, I'm not going to spoil it. That would be a dog thing to do, so I'm not going to do that. But definitely look out for those in my spoiler review. The movie went for way too long. Now, there is a lot of talking in this movie, and if you don't like talking, you won't like this movie. If you like Batman vs Superman and you don't like talking, then you might like this movie. I can just see kids going to this movie and tugging on their dad's shoulder. It's like, Dad, look, when's the action start? Why is there all this talking? Who's that lady? Oh, that's Wonder Woman? Oh, okay, I never knew she was in this movie. Okay, you made a movie called Batman vs Superman, and most of the movie is just people talking and setting up. They're not even setting up Batman vs Superman. This is another problem I have with this movie. The Batman vs Superman fight isn't even that long. It was good, but it wasn't that long. I was just like, are you serious? That's it. That's all we're gonna get of a movie called Batman vs Superman. We get this short little fight. Okay, awesome. I didn't like the way I liked the way the fight was done. I just didn't like how a movie called Batman vs Superman could have that short of a fight, and almost, I didn't like the motivation for it either, which I'll not spoil. But I just felt like the movie was really sloppy in that aspect, and they were just shoehorning stuff in to make everything make more sense, but it was just really sloppy storytelling, and everything felt so jumbled, and I'm like, where's the movie going? I'm not sure, but oh well. Yes, that was another problem I had with this movie. Anything good so far? Yeah, Ben Affleck was good. That's about it so far. The way they set up Justice League, which I'll not spoil, it was lazy storytelling in my opinion. That's all I can say on that. Snyder. We'll talk about Zack Snyder. He's directed some of my favourite movies. He directed Sucker Punch, which is really good. Dawn of the Dead, which is an amazing zombie movie. That was his directorial debut. He also directed Watchmen. He directed the first Man of Steel. He directed 300. Now he's directing Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. Was he the right choice for this movie? Probably not. Did he make me excited for the Justice League movie with Batman vs Superman? Yes, he did. Does Batman vs Superman stand alone as its own movie? No, I believe it doesn't. This movie is a setup for Justice League. For a movie called Batman vs Superman, you need it to stand as its own. I don't believe it does stand as its own. This is a classic example of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 syndrome, I call it. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was doing everything to set up Sinister Six, and that never happened. Batman vs Superman, I believe, is trying to set up Justice League so hard, and they just caught up in all that fact. They forgot about the Batman vs Superman, and they kind of just shoehorned the fight in, shoehorned Lex Luthor's arc in, shoehorned everything, and just like, alright, Justice League, we need to get pumped for that. And I was a bit annoyed by that. That's just my opinion. If you guys don't believe it or disagree with me at all, please comment in the comment section below. Of course, no spoilers, but yeah, that's just what I think. I think it's just an alright movie. Lois Lane is in this movie for some reason, and I don't know why, but she was annoying. There was this one point in the movie where I was invested in the movie full on, and then I came back to terms and I was like, this whole movie just, it's all jumbled, and we've got to this point, and I'm not sure how we've got to this point, but we've got to this point somehow. The last 20 minutes of the movie, it should have been cut at a certain point, and it just didn't. It had to show us a whole bunch of other stuff, and it was just stupid, and I just don't understand why they did that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up this review. I'm going to give Batman vs Superman 6.8 out of 10. The only things that I enjoyed about this movie was the fact that Ben Affleck was really good as Batman. He was an older, grittier Batman, not as good as Christian Bale's Batman, but still really good. I sort of like the way Justice League was set up, but it was lazy in my opinion, but I like the way it was set up. Batman vs Superman fight was good, but it was a little bit short. And that's basically all the positives I can give this movie. Wonder Woman was good, and that's about it. So 6.8 out of 10. If you like this movie review, please tell me in the comment section below. Don't at all be flustered at all. Not flustered, what am I saying? Don't let this grade not let you go see the movie. Definitely go see the movie. If you're a fan of Superman, a fan of Batman, you'll love this movie. But I don't believe it does any of those characters justice, except for Batman and Wonder Woman. Superman's boring. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Stay tuned for my spoiler review if I ever get around to doing it. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.
I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
You know the oldest lie in America? That power can be innocent.